like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kind of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati.
WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, home of Southern sports and talk. Noonan, Sharpsburg, Franklin.
With SRN News, I'm Ron DeRockstra. A Chinese spy balloon's been spotted over the western U.S.
The U.S. says it is tracking a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that has been spotted over U.S. airspace for several days. The Pentagon decided not to shoot it down due to risks of harm for people on the ground. A senior defense official says the U.S. has very high confidence that it is a Chinese high-altitude balloon and says it was flying over sensitive sites to collect information. One of the places the balloon was spotted was Montana, which is home to one of the nation's 3 nuclear missile silo fields. The Pentagon says it is currently traveling at an altitude well above commercial air traffic. The defense official says that the U.S. has engaged Chinese officials through multiple channels and communicated the seriousness of the matter. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Also at srnnews.com, China says it's looking into reports about that spy balloon. Meanwhile, they say that they are no information whether or not a planned trip to China by Secretary of State Antony Blinken would proceed as scheduled later Friday. Blinken had been due to arrive in China the end of the week, becoming the highest-ranking member of President Biden's administration to visit the country. He would arrive amid a sharp downturn in relations between Beijing and Washington over trade, Taiwan, and human rights, as long as China's claims in the South China Sea. President Biden was joined by a former president marking the 30th anniversary of the landmark Family and Medical Leave Act.
It was the first bill President Bill Clinton signed when he took office in 1993.
After all these years, I still have more people mention the Family Leave Act to me than any other specific things I did.
The 42nd president says people don't really talk about the political process.
They tell you their story. That's when you know, for good or ill, that we have united the country.
That is Ed Donahue reporting from Washington. This is SRN News. There's a problem with porn and kids in the UK.
The U.S. got the bad news about how many children are viewing pornography online in a wide-ranging study released last month. Now it's England's turn. A report from the government finds the average age that a British kid first sees porn is 13, with 10% seeing it at 9, and 27% by the time they're 11. The UK survey also indicates at least 20% of males ages 16 to 21 are viewing pornography every day of the week. Michael Harrington, SRN News.
Nebraska lawmakers are considering a heartbeat bill. The measure would ban abortion once an unborn baby's heartbeat can be detected. That's about 6 weeks into pregnancy. Legislation does not include criminal penalties for women who receive abortions or doctors who perform them, but it would subject doctors to professional discipline, including losing their medical licenses. This is SRN News. I'm Ron DeRockstra.
The Baxters have a new first book. From #1 New York Times best-selling novelist Karen Kingsbury, author of life-changing fiction, comes The Baxters, a prequel, the heart-pounding story of Carrie Baxter's wedding, amidst family tension and the worst storm Bloomington, Indiana has seen in a decade. The Baxters, by America's favorite inspirational storyteller, Karen Kingsbury. Visit KarenKingsbury.com for more information. The Baxters, available now wherever books are sold.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 866-89-BIBLE. That's 866-89-BIBLE. 866-89-BIBLE.
Buying some pretzel sticks?
Excuse me?
This is your wake-up call from TracFone Wireless.
Okay.
What if you didn't eat all those pretzel sticks by the end of the month, so this store took them back?
Good luck.
That's how some wireless companies are with your data, but TracFone Wireless gives you unlimited carryover data with active service, so you keep what you pay for. Plans start at $20 a month.
Wow, that's cool.
Sir, are you bothering the customers?
Yeah, hang on.
This is your wake-up call, people. TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control.
See terms and conditions at TracFone.com.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu.
Moving is a big decision. Selling or buying a home in any market, but especially today's, can raise a lot of questions. Hi, I'm Amy with Killingsworth Realty. My husband Todd and I serve the Coweta and local area. Our purpose at our first meeting is to learn your goals, answer questions, and provide resources so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. Find us online at killingsworthrealty.com or call 678-525-0047 to schedule a free consultation today to discuss your real estate needs. You don't have to do this alone.
Hey guys, Happy New Year from Leaf and Bean. We have some amazing drink specials to tell you about. First off is this Snickerdoodle Latte. Yeah, it's just like the cookie. It's very amazing. Next up is a bourbon brown sugar / maple mixed latte. If you like our bourbon brown sugar, you're gonna like this drink too. It definitely adds a new kick to it. For the kids this month, we have the Sugar Plum Frappe, which is blackberry and vanilla frappe mixed together. It doesn't have any caffeine for it, so that's why it's kid friendly. And last but not least, we have a spiked chai with Captain Morgan's. So if you already love our chai, which lots of people do, you're going to really like this version of it too with the Captain Morgan shot. We really appreciate you coming in. We're about to celebrate 9 years in business. Thank you so much for supporting us. Have a good year.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. Same great chicken around. Fish dinners open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Dine in, take out. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
Shopping for insurance doesn't have to be stressful. I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance, located here in Newton, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto, life, health, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. Visit our website at www.insurewithellsworth.com or call the office at 770-755-7053 to schedule an appointment. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that help. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele. You're in a Rhino Radio Penitentiary. Yes, indeed. Coming up, we're going inside the Panthers den. Panther Nation with Coach Kendal Wallace joins us this hour. We'll talk Panther basketball for you this morning. Also, we got a lot in store for you with some wrestling wrap-up later on. But first, Triple H.
Just in case you've forgotten, let me tell you just in who the hell I am.
It's Rhino Radio Penitentiary. Of course, I'm the man, Ryan O'Neal, and no doubt about that. 30,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast. Shout it out loud. We're across that Fringe Radio Network, Earth Rock Radio in New Mexico, Navajo Nation, and Arizona. Across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, And over here in East Alabama, West Georgia, part of the Jordan Communication and Family radio stations, including right here at the heartbeat of Metro Atlanta, 99.1 FM, The Key, WQEE, home of Southern Sports and Talk, and, of course, the only station in Atlanta and Metro Atlanta that's live all day long. Real live radio programming, sports, talk, and more. We thank all of you for tuning in into this hour. We do appreciate you. We got a lot more in store for you. And for my haters, listen to this.
Whether anybody likes it or not, I'm the man around here.
You got that right. I am the man around here. About 11 minutes past the hour, 38 degrees. We done went down to 38 degrees. Whoa. All right, it's going to hit nowhere near 49 is the high today, but we're going to talk about that momentarily. Stay tuned. We go inside the Panthers den with head men's basketball coach Kendal Wallace joins us here in just a few. We're going to talk about their season so far and so much going on with LaGrange College as they got another big game tonight at home. We'll talk more about that in just a few, but first, let's take a look at what's going on right now with your weather forecast. The active weather forecast brought to you by Active Pest Control. Whether it's summer, winter, spring, or fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Ryan and the crew can lay the smackdown and exterminate them just for you. His name's Ryan. My name's Ryan. There you go. There, yeah, it all goes good. All right, here's your weather forecast today, ladies and gentlemen. Looking like this, 49 is the high. Well, plenty of sunshine. Winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a low near 26 degrees. That's right. Clear skies tomorrow, high near 53, sunshine with some clouds here and there. Low tomorrow night near 33. Back on Sunday, high near 59 with a low near 36. And mostly clear skies throughout the day. Sunny skies back on a Monday. High near 63, feeling good. Spring-like weather. I guess the gopher didn't see his shadow in Georgia with a low near 41. And with that being said and done, that's your active weather forecast brought to you by Active Pest Control.
Active Pest Control offers the best services and prices to protect your home, offering both monthly and quarterly pest control services, plus specific services like bed bug, German roach, and flea control. Even if you can't see them, insects are all around you 24/7. Active Pest Control wants to be the first line of defense. Active Pest Control. Repair, bond, best termite coverage around. Active Pest Control. 34 Jefferson Street, Noonan. 770-954-9941.
Just to let you guys know for a note, Noonan City Church is going to be also providing this weekend for some of our friends that are unable to have a place to stay in the hotel this weekend. So if you're able to help motivate and move our friends from one location to the hotel that we are providing for them this weekend, contact Noonan City Church at 17 First Avenue here in Metro Atlanta. The NEST program, taking care of those in need. And, of course, transforming lives through Jesus Christ. All right, let's jump into it. Time to take a look at your active weather forecast. Well, now we've got the traffic flow. I know. You don't want to hear this. I know you're in the middle of it. You like, really got to tell me. Traffic flow being brought to you by Dr. Willie Oliver and his most valuable smiles crew. Have a cool smile and look as hip and cool and as good as Dr. Willie Oliver in historic downtown Edenton, Georgia, bringing you a look at your traffic flow. We usually know going to the dentist is a pain, but not with Dr. Willie Oliver. It's always a perfect smile, and the same way with your insurance. That's right. Dr. Willie Oliver and his most valuable smiles crew can definitely make you smile. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here in Bullsboro and Noonan. Looking good. No traffic is backed up. It's flowing, but we got a lot of traffic there coming through Jackson Street, down Interstate 85 going southbound towards Alabama. Yes, it is some traffic picked up, but no accidents to be reported there. Northbound going to Atlanta, no accidents as well. But some other incidents around the area, including Merriweather. You guys have a spin out there on exit 267, left lane. Expect slow traffic. Construction going on. Emergency road work in DeKalb County on I-285 southbound near exit 43. Also, I-285 Roswell Road in Sandy Springs. A crash is still under investigation. They're wrapping that up. Expect some big delays to remain all the way till about 8:30 this morning. 14 more minutes still to go in that incident. Also in Gwinnett County, a crash moved to the side of the right near Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. Expect some delays there. And downtown in Atlanta, I-85 near 17th Street, northbound of that is the right shoulder. Expect some delays. That's a look at your traffic flow, brought to you by The Perfect Smile, which is Dr. Willie Oliver and his Most Valuable Smiles crew in historic, beautiful downtown Edenton.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals and new patient promotions? Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get a $99 new patient special, including x-rays and exam. Maybe you're looking for veneers. Most Valuable Smiles veneer special includes one free veneer with every 5 purchased. Or get that bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage of an exclusive $100 off Zoom whitening treatment when you book today. And don't forget that 2022 is almost over. That means most insurance policies will reset by the new year, and to avoid losing that extra money, you need to use it or lose it. Book an appointment today with Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton to lock in these exclusive deals. Call 706-623-0318 or visit mostvaluablesmiles.com.
All right. Welcome back in to MostValuableSmiles.com. You're inside the Rhino Radio Penitentiary. We're going to go inside the Panthers den here in just a few moments. We'll have head coach Kendal Wallace of the men's team with us. Of course, a little later on this morning, we're going to have the full press conference on the Rhino Radio Penitentiary in the final period of play from the brand new head football coach, Wesley Doxson, joining the staff yesterday, being welcoming in. And, of course, we had that live for you yesterday on the network, but we'll be bringing you, of course, the replay this morning as that happened yesterday around 2:30 p.m. and welcoming a brand new head football coach. But we're going to go inside some basketball as conference play starts to slow down, and we're around baseball season for LaGrange College. We'll have all this exciting action for you on the network. And, of course, tonight we'll bring you the 7 o'clock pregame show with the Air Force Heating and Air pregame with the Columbus River Dragons. Those River Dragons on the road this week against Danbury, the Hat Tricks. They're going to be having the opportunity to defeat them, number 2 ranked team, but the only team that's ever gave us trouble is the team we're taking on next weekend on the road, those Thunderbirds. That's right. We'll have all that action for you with the voice of the Columbus River Dragons, Tom Callahan, this weekend. And when he's back in town, we'll have him on the show in a couple of weeks on Monday talking about Columbus River Dragons behind the mic with Tom Callahan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to take our break. Coming up in just a few moments, we'll have Coach Wallace with us right here on the network, getting ready for some more LaGrange College basketball this evening. The girls, the ladies, the women basketball with Coach Jason Jones tips off at 5 o'clock, and Coach Wallace and the men tip off at 7. Get ready for that. That's all at home. LaGrange College this evening against Maryville. We'll have all that action for you. Back in a moment.
Moving is a big decision. Selling or buying a home in any market, but especially today's, can raise a lot of questions. Hi, I'm Amy with Killingsworth Realty. My husband Todd and I serve the Coweta and local area. Our purpose at our first meeting is to learn your goals, answer questions, and provide resources so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. Find us online at killingsworthrealty.com or call 678-525-0047 to schedule a free consultation today to discuss your real estate needs. You don't have to do this alone.
Hank Arnold here from Coweta Force. Coweta Force is Noonan's own Addiction Recovery Support Center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowetaforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Holly Reese. I'm the founder of Warrior Defenders. I'm a certified tactical self-defense instructor, and I specialize in women's self-defense. I teach technical drills for survival skills and education on self-defense tools and how to use them. My journey started in self-defense because I'm a domestic violence survivor. I'm here to empower women, to teach them how to be their own heroes, and to learn today to have a safer tomorrow.
You can find Holly online at www.warriordefenders.com.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Dine in, take out. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Noonan.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of The Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show. Every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more. And who knows, you might even hear you. That's the Rod Peterson Show, daily at noon, right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Hey, sports fans. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Drive time on WQEE. Braves Country is a Southern sports talk show with Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. That's Braves Country with Mac McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Where can you be a star athlete and a math superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu.
Welcome back into Inside the Panthers Den. It's Panther Nation Sports right here on WQEE 99.1 FM The Key and Rhino Radio Penitentiary. Our guest this month, of course, in the Coaches Show is the head basketball coach for the men's basketball team, Coach Kendal Wallace. Let's welcome the coach in this morning. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning to you, Ryan. I appreciate you guys having me on.
I thank you for coming on this morning. And before we dive into anything that's going on with the men's team, I know you got a big victory on Tuesday night and a big game coming up tonight. But let's talk a little bit about you right quick. Let's let our listeners know a little bit about Coach Wallace, your journey to LaGrange and before then.
Well, a little bit about, my background is, I started my college coaching career at Maryville College.
Right.
The team we're playing tonight. That's where I played college collegiate basketball as well. And I worked there at Maryville College as the assistant coach for 6 years. And then the job here at LaGrange came open, and I applied and was lucky enough to get the position and have been here. This is my 12th season.
12 seasons under you. Awesome. Well, let's talk a little bit about the team, of course. What are the goals you have set for this season and for the team, and have they lived up to this point this season so far?
So I guess a starting goal for us generally is, of course, to win our conference tournament championship, win the regular season championship.
Right.
Another goal is for us to have a 20-win season. With the conference tournament, that's still possible. So we're still pushing for that goal. We've had a very good season up to this point. We haven't really blown anybody out of the water. We've just figured out a way to win games. And I think we should have probably won 2 or 3 more, but that's all part of the learning process and going through a long season. And so at this point, I think we're doing pretty well and very excited about our upcoming 5 games.
Sounds good, and I know all coaches always want to try to win as many as possible as they can. Coach, let's talk a little bit about who are some of the players that have surprised you this year.
Well, we returned a heavy group from last year, so some of the non-surprises were, of course, Bashard Edwards. He's leading us in scoring, and and a few other categories. He's doing very well for us. He's a fifth-year senior. He's basically the leader and catalyst for our team. Other young men that are helping us along the way is another senior, Zach Hill, who plays the post position for us. He's leading us in rebounding as well as second in scoring, I believe. And then, our point guard Cam Lyons is having a really great season as well, taking care of the ball and controlling our offense and kind of headlining our defense. So those three are doing a really good job. Gabe Cofield, a local Troup County product, is also starting for us and does a real good job knocking down threes and does a real good job offensive rebounding. So we've had some guys that have played lots of minutes last year and this year. So those are the main guys that are helping us along the way now. Some surprises that have come out for us is sophomore power forward Kyle Smith is doing an excellent job for us again at the power forward position. Being a sophomore, he's kind of maturing and coming into his own a little bit and beginning to learn how to play defense in our team defensive system. And then some freshmen that are doing really very well for us are Brody Scott out of North Oconee, and Parker Gonzalez out of Northgate. He's doing a really good job for us and playing substituting for us at the power forward position. So we've got a good bunch. A lot of guys contributing a lot of minutes. The ones I spoke of generally play the majority of the game, but when they get in foul trouble or need rest, those two freshmen come in and do a really good job for us.
Sounds great. And who are some of the guys you look to lead the team?
That, of course, would be Bashard Edwards and Zach Hill and Cam Lyons. All three of those guys do a really good job of being vocal in practice, being vocal in the games. They do a lot of stuff, with their actions to show our younger group, how to go about doing things in our program and how to get extra shots up, how to get extra work in the gym when we're not practicing or playing. So, those are the three guys that I lean on heavily for leadership.
Love it. Well, we talked about your season so far. We're going to get ready to talk about the game from Tuesday night and tonight's game against your former alma mater. But first, what are some of the important things that have driven the team throughout this year?
Some important things I would say were, of course, we're a defensive-minded team. We want to try to get as many stops as possible, get as many rebounds. And we've worked on that consistently throughout the year that I think has come to fruition for us right now. We're doing a really good job of getting stops, and we're doing a much better job of rebounding than we did early in the season. Some other things that are helping us is, of course, I think we're shooting the ball a little bit better than we did at the first of the year. We're sharing the ball more than we did at the first of the year. So that in itself leads a lot to success. It's pretty strange to try to get a group of guys to try to play, share the ball and play well together. And throughout the process, the long season, we've done a really good job of trying to gel that. The objective for us is to always not to play our best at the beginning of the season, but to try to be playing our best at the end of the season, which I feel like we're doing right now.
Kind of finish strong and everything, Coach. With recent success of the team, what are some of the points that you, as a coach, have kind of preached to your team to finish this year strongly? We just kind of spoke of that in a way, but what have you done recently for the team?
Well, what we're doing and kind of focusing on now, of course, is being a good teammate. Making sure that everybody understands that not everybody's going to get to play and that everybody has a role on the team. And their role is important, whether they're part of our scout team or just come in and play certain 2 or 3 minutes here and there. That everything is important, that you don't necessarily have to score in order to be a major role here in our program. So those are things we're preaching now. And again, like I said, we're really working hard on rebounding, really working hard on getting stops and knowing the scouting report of the people that we're playing, the tendencies of the other teams. So those are some of the major things that we're preaching right now during our practice times, and hopefully we go out and execute that during games.
Definitely so, and I have definitely watched you on the feed and everything. You really get into the game, Coach, and I love a coach that gets involved with the game and get involved with the team. I really love watching that. And this past Tuesday night, you guys took on the Hawks, won that game, of course, and this is kind of a rivalry game in a way for you guys. But what were some of the negative points you looked to focus on and fix before tonight's big game?
Well, we've not necessarily done such a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Right.
We've had some silly turnovers throughout the season, and I've gotten the guys in there, and we watched film together, and I've showed them a few things that I think will help us not turn the ball over so much. You know, every time we turn the ball over, that takes away a shot for us, a possibility of points. So we want to try to take care of the basketball a little bit better, and I think we're doing that. Some of the other negatives is that, again, some of the younger guys are still trying to figure out how to play defense, how to sit down. And, high school basketball, not to say it across the board, but there's some places that don't necessarily teach a lot of defense. True. They just try to outscore the other team. And so that's something that we do differently here. We really work hard on trying to get stops and help the kids understand how to play defense. We play 2 to 3 different defenses. We press, and in order to do that, you gotta be eager and excited to play defense. You gotta want to get stops, and those are things that not necessarily we're struggling with right now, but have been points of emphasis for us. And again, when we get done with the game, our negatives are generally surrounded around those areas.
Sounds good. Well, we have to talk about, before we talk about tonight's game, I want to talk about the good that was in the game on Tuesday night against the Hawks. So let's talk a little bit about what came out good. I know victorious, winning the game. It was a back-and-forth game. So let's talk about the good in the game.
So, good things that happened for us on Tuesday night is, we shot the ball at a high percentage, especially from the three-point line. That's always a good thing for us. Another great thing that for us is we knock down our free throws. Those are very, very important points to get in any game, and we struggled from the line for a major part of the year. So we're trying to make sure that we get those free points when we're at the free throw line. So those are some good things that happened for us Tuesday night. We also did a really good job rebounding, and we did a good job guarding their specific shooters, their specific scores. No game is easy to win. I know. Look out there and you see people that are winning a lot of games. I can promise you, it's not from just them showing up and going out and doing it. It's from a lot of hard work and a lot of research while watching a lot of film. So we're very excited to be in the position that we're in right now, and looking to try to capitalize that on tonight.
Well, we talked a little bit about it earlier, of course, and tonight's game is going to be a little bit more personal for you going against your alma mater. Let's talk a little bit about tonight's game. 7 o'clock is going to be around the tip-off time at home, so let's talk about tonight's game.
So, it's always a big rival for us. So, when I took the job over here at LaGrange, the basketball program was not in the best shape. And I have to tell you, when I was an assistant coach at Maryville, when we would drive down to LaGrange, it was like, hey, let's get off the bus, get this win, and get back on the bus and get home.
True.
And those things have changed since then. When I first took over the job here, I was competing against my former coach and the guy that I worked for, my mentor. So it's always been a big game for us and a big struggle for us to come out on top. I think we've had a lot of success since I've been here against them, and that all comes from me learning from my head coach Randy Lambert and trying to take the things that he's taught me and put it into this program. And another part about it has been, our success has been the numerous assistant coaches and graduate assistants and just outstanding young men that have played for us and really sponged and taken in everything that I've tried to teach them and put that into effort and execute that type of stuff on the court. So it's very exciting. When we go to Maryville, they do a really good job of. I'm the Darth Vader of Maryville College right now. I've turned to the dark side, so to speak, and they always play the Darth Vader music when I come in the gym, and so it's a big rival. We've done a really good job of kind of both Maryville and LaGrange have done a great job of being the tops in either the USA South or now the Collegiate Conference of the South.
Right.
So it's usually a heavyweight battle when those two teams tip off.
Can't wait for that this evening, of course, Coach, and love that they show you that respect and that love, and also does do that a little bit with the Darth Vader music, the Star Wars music. And we've already talked about what the Panthers are going to have to do going into tonight's game. What are we expecting from Maryville?
Well, I can tell you this. They have probably one of the best players in our conference in number 2, Miles Rasnick, and he leads Maryville in every category, statistical category, from field goal percentage all the way down to minutes played. So our job is going to have to be to stop him and try to get the ball out of his hands so he can't be effective. And then kind of just shut down their role players. Hopefully that we can do a good job with that. They play a high up-tempo pace. They have a lot of sets. They execute their sets very well. So we're going to be in it for a big challenge defensively. Another part that I keep reiterating about is we're going to have to do a really good job rebounding the basketball tonight on any of their missed shots. We're going to have to do a good job of putting ourselves in a position to get offensive rebounds. And as I mentioned before, we need to really take care of the basketball tonight. We need to make sure that every time that we have the ball, that we're getting an opportunity to score points and not throwing it away or not turning it over. And we need to do a really good job of making our layups and, of course, making our free throws tonight.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, I know after tonight's game, which is the one you guys are really focusing on right now, but you're going to take a short break. And what are something you look to work on in practice for the upcoming game on Tuesday against Piedmont?
Well, we're going to take a day off on Saturday, which I think is much needed for us. And then on Sunday and Monday, we'll get back to work. Piedmont plays a really nice 2-1-2 zone. It's kind of a funky zone. It's weird and strange to play against. They do a really good job in that. So we're going to have to figure out a way to score in that zone. They have some great players as well, and Ryan Jolly and some of their other players that come off the bench and do a really good job for them. But we're going to, again, figure out a way to stop them and keep them from scoring a lot of points. And, like I said, we've not necessarily dominated teams and blown them out of the gym, and we're doing a really good job of just figuring out a way to win the game.
Sounds good. We have Coach Wallace with us, the head men's basketball coach inside the Panthers den this morning. A couple more questions for you. What is it going to take for the Panthers to go the distance in the final stretch of the year?
Well, I've been talking and using this word quite a bit throughout the season. We've got to grow up a little bit. We with a couple of guys that play major minutes for us being young, we haven't necessarily figured out a way to really focus up and stay locked in the entire 40 minutes of the game. We played really good 20 to 30-minute games and sometimes lose our focus for 10 minutes and allow teams to get back in the game. So I'd really like to see us, stay locked in the entire 40 minutes. I really believe that we haven't played our best basketball game yet, and hopefully that's upcoming either tonight or in the next 4 or 5 games down the stretch for us. Luckily for us, we're playing 3 or 4 or 5 of the games at home and only have 1 road game left for us, so that should hopefully play a major advantage. Our fans do an amazing job of getting in the gym and supporting us, and that helps quite a bit when we're trying to trying to win a game down the stretch, and so it's very important for us to get a good home court advantage. And again, we just got to need to mature and stay locked in and stay focused for 40 minutes.
Sounds good, Coach. Well, it's great having you with us here this morning. One more question I want to ask you, as a coach, as the enemy coming in a couple of years ago and everything. Let's talk a little bit about the LaGrange College itself. Why should parents out there that are listening choose to go to LaGrange College or have their students go to LaGrange College and even be part of one of the great sports programs that over there at LaGrange College?
Well, throughout my years here, I've really noticed what a great job LaGrange College does in preparing people for life after college. Our professors do an amazing job of building relationships with our students. They really take them under their wing and try to, show them support throughout they may be challenged in the classroom. Our professors do a really good job of showing them support and helping them overcome those challenges. So we're doing a great job with growing our young people into contributing citizens outside of when they get out of college. And on the national average for higher education, having a job or being in a graduate school program before you walk across the stage for graduation, the national average is about 42%. And at LaGrange College, we're doing that at an 80% clip. So 80% of our students, when they graduate, are either already full-time employed or they're in their first choice of graduate school and already been accepted to that graduate school and plan on going there. So we're not only building and doing a good job while they're in college and building that bridge for them, but we're walking across that bridge with them to make sure that they're employed and make sure that they're moving on to more success after they leave LaGrange College. So I've been really impressed with that part of our institution. And, we've had some turnover. We've got a new president. We've got new administration and new athletic directors. So all these things are bright spots for us as an institution moving forward, for us to grow and develop and become, I just think LaGrange College is a hidden gem in the South, and we're doing a really good job, and I feel like the people are in place now for us to really propel that into the next 10 years and make this the great institution that I believe it can be.
I agree with you 100%, Coach. I appreciate your time this morning. This has been Inside the Panthers Den Coaches Show with Coach Kendal Wallace. Coach, any parting words this morning on this Friday?
Just want to tell you thank you for having me on, Ryan. I enjoy, voicing my thoughts and my things and promoting my program, and I really appreciate you taking your time out of your day and having us on here. And just want to hope to get everybody that's possible in the gym tonight at 7 p.m. So if you're listening and you don't have anything going on, please come up to Mariotti Gymnasium and support us live. Again, having a home court advantage and people filling the stands is always good. It also makes our athletes feel good about people coming out, especially in the community, and supporting our team. So leave it with this, man. Go Panthers.
Go Panthers. Back in a moment.